Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Yep.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to go down. It's a sack, but penalty markers on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Here we go, son. Come on, son. Hey, clear. Right.
They'll run. It's Tootin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Fields from the pistol. They set up the screen here for Tootin. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, let's go. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play on that one. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Green 19, just attack. Right.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Rikers good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
What is going on? Slam left.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A first catch there for Chase. And he's got a first down to go with it.
The 27-yard line.
Here we go. 222, 222. Hey, Ken. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Angel. West right there.
Fields now. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Good.
Fields. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
It's complete to the rookie from Clemson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams. The throw here is complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Result is a first down.
On the ground, here's Quinshon Judkins. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Again, it's Judkins. And he will dive into the end zone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. First down. Fields. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. And that will be a first down.
Here we go. 19 instruction.
Throwing is Fields. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 319, get the nut.
Fields to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Fields. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I will be right back after this. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. We'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
11. Right.
Fields now to throw on first down. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Here we go. 3:19 gets set. Go.
They go play action with Fields. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
Now a second timeout called by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 331. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. And he will score! The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Forced out left. Taking off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt.
The kick is no good.
So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's enough for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. In motion, it's Jackson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7. Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's going to be caught. And And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Hey, Cam. Here we go. 319, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here we go. 319, gets that. Hey, 551, extend. Right.
Fields from the gun. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, son. 331, 331. Right.
A 1st down throw for Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Yep. Right.
On the pop pass, this is Golden. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Makes the score our home team 21. Visitors 14. Will
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Williams sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. His His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Burton, the man on the move. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
What is that? Axel!
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 319, that's it. Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Hey, trust me. Go check. Right.
Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left.
Ball carried by the wide receiver. The tackle by Nate Hobbs. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down.
319, just what? Can. Right.
Back to throw is Fields. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, Monday. Green 19. Angel. You got a mini base. Press. Butt right. Chip slant. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 58. Is that? Delta.
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
They'll keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Good running inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. I got it. Green. Hey, can. Tonight.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here.
Can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Sacks just continue to be a huge problem all game long, and it's just a brutal time to take them. Now, I understand it's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way as the quarterback to throw that ball away.
Here comes second down.
Here we go. 222, 222.
Fields. Open man, downfield. Chase has him. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
First down. Fields. Rolling right. He's going to run it. Yeah. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up. First and goal. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here is first and goal.
Green 19, can I see that? Yes.
Fields. That one reeled in by Golden. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Fields to throw. And he'll get in. An incredible, gutsy call. He's off. They've taken the lead by one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Here is first and 10. Burden, the man on the move. He'll run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll run here. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
pickup.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike.